Hello everyone, this is part 4 with Ultraviolent 4. We're playing a Barachi Assassin of Gozag. We're on layer 6, although it's been looking like a pretty tough floor from what we've seen. So we have Death Yaks camping us here, and at this stair. Some of those might be the same Death Yaks, but still. There was an ice cave down here, but we had to give up on it because the floor was too hard. And then over this one we had the Merfolk avatar was hanging out, and then a bunch of other stuff. I've got half a mind to skip this. Dunno. Anyway, last episode we also got some pretty sweet stuff from Gozag. We funded an armor shop. We got a plus 11 chainmail of peditive. The in plus 5 is cute but not relevant. And also a plus 2 helmet whose name I'm not even going to try with R poison. Okay, well. Zoa Kagutst. Maybe? Oh yeah. So we're kind of more survivable now that we have 30 AC and our poison. But this is one of the most difficult layer 6 floors. There's often, so you've got the avatar who can hold you in, and there are often, I'm gonna guess that we can't break that by blinking out of it. By hopping, I mean. I'm pretty sure that would be the case, although I've never played Barachi before, so I'm not sure. There's often a dire elephant in here. There are often lots of hydras, which we don't have good ways of killing. So I'm thinking that we maybe leave and we go do some orc. Yeah, I want to do that. In addition to probably being easier, orc's going to give us a lot of gold. And even if we don't do all of orc, maybe we just do orc 1, we'll still get a lot of gold, which means we could use that to fund shops potentially. It's checking. Yeah, do we really want to go through? Yep. Whoa, that's not what I meant. Let's check out MR. We've got 0 points of MR, so we actually have to be extremely terrified of any orc sorcerers we find. Because their paralysis is going to be very high. Throwing to 9. I think we said we were going to at least 10 because that's the min delay on the blowgun. Plus 5 blowgun. Sweet. I should be walking around with that, not just with our trusty OK sword. Okay, start backing up. As long as we don't see anything scarier than orc warriors, I'm pretty confident that we could deal with any really bad situations just with the confusion darts. I mean, in what orc do you only see orc warriors? It's kind of being a bit hopeful, but we'll see. Also worth noting, this is a really bad stair to stare dance things up to because you're going to be trapped in the corner next to them. If I really cared, I could dig either back up or to the side or something to make more paths, but I'm not going to bother. I think it's okay. If it's only one enemy, we can always hop around them too. Cool. It's a bit of a bummer missing that ice cave. You can sometimes find triple swords of freezing in there. That would have been pretty handy for our character. I'm going to watch our gold. We're at 1,000 or so. Maybe around 15. No, we need around 1,000 to call another merchant. So maybe around 1,800, 2,000 gold. We might think about funding another shop. Interesting that Tab chose to pick the wizard over the warrior. Probably the correct play though. Because again, we have no MR, so the chance of confusing us is probably pretty high too. We do have 6 curing potions though, so that's okay. I'm not afraid of those guys. Gotta remember to eat. It's just such a deeply ingrained behavior where you just try to wait for a corpse to eat, but we don't get corpses. It's hard to stop doing that though. We are firing at about 0.5. We're at 9 throwing. It's pretty strong. It's just like good old times playing blowgun crawl. But it's pretty insane, right? How good my blowgun is here is roughly how good a blowgun was with 0 skill once upon a time. That's okay, that's a sorcerer. And there is an orc knight with a Barachim freezing. Both those things together are really bad. Is this guy... Has he got a direct shot at us right now? He does. Let's check his chance with XV. 50% chance to paralyze. Okay. So I'm just thinking, we've got a nice little kill hole here, which will be good for everyone but the Orc Knight with the Bardish. Because he'll be able to stand back and hit us. I kind of want to try a Needle of Frenzy on one of the Orc Warriors, but I know if I try that, there's a chance we get paralyzed. That's probably okay right now, because say a max paralysis is 7 turns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The Orc Knight could get to us. No, I can't. Okay, let's try now. Needle of Frenzy. Missed. Okay, we got the back guy. That's actually better. We missed the front one. We hit the back guy because he's going to attack whoever's closest to him. So now if we just kind of bail. Oh, he's killing the sorcerer. It's perfect. My plan. Not frenzy on this guy. Maybe we'll confuse him though. Good. And let's just sort of blowgun him. I'm hoping that the frenzied guy is now just killing the Orc Knight, but that's maybe a bit too hopeful. I'm pretty sure he did get the sorcerer though. And Etten. Oh god. Okay. Well, we definitely can't find Etten. Oh god. He's a bit hurt, so it looks like maybe the frenzy wars got a bit out of hand. Alright, let's XV the Etten. He hits it up to 45 plus his Dire Flail and 45 plus his Dire Flail. I'm fairly sure he could pretty much one-shot us. This is why you don't generally do Orc before you do Lair. Oh god. So we've got a downstairs next to us, we could take that. I feel like our chance of a Needle of Confusion is pretty low. What about just for science? Our Wand of Confusion is about 30%. Maybe it's not as high as I thought. We can't get hit. So if we can have one shot, or maybe even 2, because we're firing at 0.5 to confuse him, and if they fail, we could hop back and then teleport. Because there's not going to be too much worse than an Etten that can almost one-shot us. Maybe even could. Although we have 30 AC, so probably not. But it'd come close. Other options, we've got... I wouldn't want to try to fear him. We have a Summoning Scroll, maybe. Okay, let's try the Confusion Needle. Definitely don't want to frenzy him. That would be a recipe for disaster. So Confusion, yeah, just double checking. He resisted. Again. He resisted. Okay. I feel like that's not gonna work. But maybe it is. I don't know. Our Wand of Confusion's at about 30%. Maybe he's got low MR, but relative to his hit dice. Okay, well, we're going to hop away. We've got the big hop now. Okay. Can't hit him. What if we frenzy this orc? I don't know that that will actually, and then he'll just chase us because we're closer, so never mind. Bad plan. But he's blocking our shots at the Eden. That's a really loud plane. We have a Wand of Enslavement that can do much the same thing. Oh man, we failed it. That's 63% chance to fail. Okay, good. So it's gonna, well, distract the end for a bit. We got our turns back. Maybe I'm gonna try Confusion again. Resisted. We might be better off with the actual Wand of Confusion, or Paralysis even. It's about 30%. I think we just need to teleport. And what do we do if we land over here in a crazy orc vault? I guess Fear's pretty good against them. Okay, probably wouldn't have worked, but I was just thinking we could have immolated before, and then that frenzied dude when he exploded would have blown up. Or even the enslavement, but it wouldn't have killed the end. Okay, so if I try another wand, he'll get here. We can read a teleport, we'll be there. And then I think we can just run while it kicks in. Alright, last chance. Oh, so lucky. Okay, quick. He's gonna wake up though. Oh god. Oh god. Oh my god, okay. So there's something about this god who supposedly teaches that greed is good. I'm gonna say we learned that lesson very well there. The 30% paralyzed chance there. Well, I'm glad that happened. Otherwise, we're reading a teleport. We're not that slow. We move at 1.2, so things will catch us, but not immediately. So I would have been able to walk us away from the Eden until the teleport kicked in. Or at least I hope that's the case. Otherwise, I am sorely misleading you. But you'll never know. Kind of running out of poison needles. We had 40 something, now we're down to 20. Did we leave some somewhere? Couple in there. Not really. It's basically just the nature of ranged weaponry. It runs out quickly. Okay, so we got 1500 gold. I'm going to say we wait a bit to call a merchant. We always want to keep roughly 400, or at least 400 to potion petition. If we call a merchant for about 1,000, we won't actually be able to buy anything. So we'll wait a little bit. Oh, there's another Etten and a Sorcerer. Oh my god. Okay. Well, if we get 50% paralyzed here next to an Etten, we're definitely dead. So let's go up. Let's never go down those stairs again. We've got only one other one we can test. Yeah, this is better. The Etten and Co was up here. Alright. The knight's a bit scary. Maybe we can try another round of frenzy. So if we get the orc warrior here, we missed. Okay, let's try again. Missed again. Alright, well, we'll just stare dance this stuff up. I'm mostly afraid of the Orc Knight. Just got slowed by that wizard. Good old having no MR. Okay. Can we fight an Orc Knight in one-on-one combat? I want to say yes, particularly if we blink away from him and then do all sorts of nasty blowgun things to him. Well, first of all, let's just try, not frenzy. Let's go confusion. The actual wand of confusion is the same as the N, surprisingly. This guy has a much lower hit dice though, so yeah, we actually succeed on the confusion needle. Yeah, but we can just fight him. Shiny plate armor. I very much doubt that there is any shiny plate armor, unless it's plus 10. It's going to be our plus 11 chainmail, but I'd like to find out. It has MR. Okay. Worth noting. I don't think losing 7 AC is worth 1 point of MR against the sorcerers. It's still a high chance, and it's still unacceptable. So it doesn't change the way that we would approach them. As in, if you had enough MR to make them not be able to paralyze you, you can treat them much less scarily. But a 30% chance to paralyze is effectively just as bad as a 50. Okay. I'm just wondering if I should be picking up these tomahawks. There's our N. Is that this stair? Do we just roll really well again? Yes, we do! Oh dear, okay, please don't wake. Oh man. Oh dear. Okay, we should not be doing that. As in, that should not be possible. And then should be extremely bad for us, but we've been lucky twice. Good old greed to the rescue again. Here's the sorcerer. I'm going to shoot one poison needle and then start backing up. On his own, he's not too bad. The draining bolts hurt though. He's as sick as possible. So we're just going to pull our OK sword out. And then we're going to fight him here. He can summon monsters. If he does that, we want to go back upstairs. Because the summons won't come. Good. We're at 1700 gold. Wonder if we should just fund a merchant. If we could get some really good weapon, we could go back to Lair. It also, I don't know, if we're going to actually clear Orc 2, it might be better to wait off as well, rather than fund a shop, because of course there will be shops in here. So we might want to buy their wares. Another sorcerer, get back to the stair. He did summon, so we're going up. We can get rid of this exclusion now. It's not as scary. I guess we just poison him. Hope that he doesn't just go totally ham with draining bolts like that. Okay, now we go up. I'm surprised we didn't get paralyzed there. He had ample opportunity. These guys resist poison, so there's no point even trying the blowgun. I guess we are trying to clear Orc 2. So I guess we'll just hold off on calling any merchants. Oh. Plus 2 boots of 2 points of RF, but MR minus. I'm going to mark those. I'm not in any super hurry to buy those because of course MR minus is bad, but who knows? Maybe we're going to find some other item or buy some other item that has 3 points of MR plus, but no RF. In that case, we might end up with it. But yeah, Certainly not doing that at the moment. It's running back to the stairs. I'm pretty sure, but I'm testing for science. Yeah, you can't riposte on invisible things. I guess that makes sense. I'm actually trying to kill him now. There we go. Okay, we've got the stair up here to a disconnected part. I like to check those out before I actually clear this floor. Usually, and it's probably over here, but usually the ending vault on Orc 2 is the worst part. I know it's probably here because of the stone walls. Alright, sometimes these can be really bad though. Looks okay. Priests and wizards. Ow. Okay, give me the gold. Alright, we got another sorcerer. We're slowed. We got 2 sorcerers. We gotta hop out of here. Okay. That's no longer safe. Let's go to the other stair. One orc sorcerer on their own, paralyzing you is usually okay. But 2, definitely not okay. Well, that's the paralysis. Let's see if we can take... Can we just confuse one, actually? Or even just frenzy him. Might be better. Yep. Okay, so he's gonna turn on the other guy. This sorcerer went for the value shot. He got the bolt of fire on this guy and on us. Alright, well, frenzied guy lost. Let's just poison. You don't have any such object. Why not? Did we just leave all our poison needles upstairs? Oh, we did. Okay. Fair enough. You gonna come? I'll quiver confusion. This is really creepy that he's walked away. We cannot have wandering orc sorcerers around. We learnt that on Merfolk Ice Elementalist. Oh, paralyzed again. That's okay. Once you've seen them for the first time, you no longer get that force more. So, yeah. Gotta be super careful if there's a sorcerer walking around who I've seen before but haven't killed. No, we don't really need to confuse him. We'll just let him come. Oh, there's a paralyze. Okay, let's go up. See how easily it is for them to hit us. Don't really want to fight 3 orc priests at once. Taking up to 17 AC ignoring smite damage times 3 every turn is not good. We actually got confused. Let's go upstairs. Or try. Yeah, we're unconfused. I wasn't too afraid of that. It's just some random orc warrior. So I didn't think we needed to cure out of it. Similarly here. Got him. Just fighting this silly wizard. I really wish we could get our poison needles back. Where did I leave those? Oh, they're just sort of all around here. Okay, that's fine. High Priest. Scary. Not too scary though, as long as it's on its own. And if you can, you want to fight them on stairs. We're at 2,000 gold, but yeah, we decided we are gonna wait, didn't we? Because they summon again. So yeah, as long as you can get away from their summons, they're not too bad. Gonna make some noise. Alright. Okay, so we're gonna start fighting him here, and if he summons, we're gonna go upstairs. That's the main thing. So he can smite you, of course, but his smite is not more than a normal or priest one. Can abjure your stuff, yeah. It's basically just like a normal or priest, but can also summon. Got him. Good old riposte. Another one. Good. Can we get our needles? Nope. Man, we one-shot that guy. Okay, another sorcerer. I was starting to run for this upstairs, but I just remembered that we actually don't know that upstairs. I want him to come though. Come here, there we go. Back to the stair. That bolt of fire really hurt. Let's not get paralyzed and die to a couple more of those. Back to the stair. This might be a time where those boots of MR minus and RF double plus might be good, because we already have the minimum MR anyway. This scares me. What if we frenzy this guy? I don't know that he would necessarily go for the sorcerer though, because we're just as close. No, he went for us. Okay, let's go up. That's okay. Did he get drained? He did. Okay. The sorcerer basically no longer cared for him. I am using control to attack. Okay. That's something that's a little bit funny about the frenzied monsters. Because they're neutral, you can't tab them. And if you just try to move into them, the game will assume that you're trying to move there. You have to press control in a direction to actually swing at them. But man, that was a ruthless orc sorcerer. He did not care. Just shot straight through that guy, going down to get away from the summon. Okay, there's our poison needles back. Are there more upstairs? No. Oh, there are more around. Okay, yeah. I was gonna say, we are really mulching a lot of needles, but apparently there are some still left here that I shot. They're upstairs. Let's go get those. And again, I like doing the upstairs bit first. Okay, that was it. Alright. So there was only one needle up here. So where do our needles go? That's it. We've just been mulching them a lot. Okay. Maybe we need to be a little less spam happy, because we want to have needles for spider. That's our plan to carry us. Alright, I think we're going to have to lay off blowgunning for a bit. Unless we can find another stash. Or we really need to. Alright, so just slowly, if we can lure them out, one at a time, that would be good. Trying to go around the outside. I'm considering even just preemptively digging a kill hole in here. We've got 5 and then a recharging. I think we just recharge our digging wand. Okay, up to 14. And let's preemptively dig a kill hole like this. I picked down because it allows us to go through that back down towards the stair rather than going back up that way, in which case we're then trapped in our kill hole. But if we sit here, if we come across a group of orcs, we can fight one at a time, which is the whole idea behind a kill hole. That's going to be our plan. Try to draw things out one at a time, pull them back to this kill hole. And fingers crossed we don't see any more Ettins. Maybe I should yell. This is also one reason why I don't mind doing Orc really early on Formisted characters, because you can't be paralyzed and you have a guaranteed means to make kill holes with your digging. There's a weapon shot. Maybe that's going to have our big triple sword in it. Seems to be quite empty, which is bothering me. Normally this Envo is chock full of orcs, although in saying that we fought a high priest and about 4 sorcerers maybe? We can check with !hash. So maybe all the dangerous ones really just wandered out. Five orc sorcerers. Yeah, that is a lot. Okay. I'm still gonna yell though, or ribbit. TT is ribbit, that's great. You ribbit for attention. Ribbit, ribbit, ribbit. It's great. I wonder if they have a sound effect for that on the Korean server. Okay, well this is empty. We've got 2 weapon shops. No good sword in this one. Just another plain okay sword. That arbalest is, I don't know, kind of exciting if you're a crossbow guy, but not that exciting for us. We have the +7 singing sword. Okay, let's check this out. Okay, it's a great sword. It's +7. It does not tell you in the description, which is kind of, doesn't tell you anything about it. Singing sword, not sword. It makes noises. It makes more noise and becomes a screaming sword at high tension, dealing sonic irresistible damage to every enemy in line of sight. I'm going to say that's interesting. So basically, it will draw enemies to you because it yells. And yeah, when you have lots of enemies, it becomes really, really loud, but it hurts them all. So I don't know, is that good or bad? It's probably good. We've got a new wand here, some scrolls of teleport, which are pretty good. Okay, none of those things I'm extremely excited to buy. A File of Floods is pretty good, but spending 600 gold on it with no evocation skill is probably not worth. Consider that every 400 gold is some combination of haste, might, heal wounds, berserk rage, etc. 600 for File of Floods is not very worth. So, singing sword. I kind of like the idea of making lots of noise on this guy. That might sound counterintuitive because we're slow, but the thing is, these guys are really good at fighting enemies near stairs because you have a semi-controlled blink to get away from danger. So say we make lots of noise here, we start fighting enemies, it goes wrong, we then just hop back to the stair and then run away. So yeah, I feel like a Barachi of Quads would be kind of legit for a similar reason, because you'll be able to draw everything to the stairs and then you got a pretty decent escape. So maybe we try the singing sword. What else do we do? Otherwise, we spend 1,000 gold to fund a shop, It's not great. I'm going to say let's try it. I don't know that I've used it for a very long time. So we can check it out. And he didn't say his line. I guess you have to find him. Normally when you find the singing sword on the ground, he'll say, "Hi, I'm the singing sword." Okay, cool. Wrong one. Oh, no, that's it. That is a pretty cool tile, I must admit. It looks one-handed, but it's not. It's a great sword. And this one is actually great. It is a great, great sword. Well, maybe, we'll see. What are we swinging at? 0.7. Okay, a great sword needs 16, I think. Yeah. So we're nearly at our min delay for this. I wonder if we'll be stopping there. Don't know. We have the choice now of going back to lair or doing a bit of dungeon. I think maybe a bit of dungeon. The singing sword still does not help us in any way with hydras. Because it's still going to chop heads. I mean, okay, that's not true. It does help us in some way. With lots of enemies on screen, it will deal damage to them. But that doesn't sound like a great way to do it. I'm also not 100% sure, but pretty sure that when it makes this noise, yeah, it's only enemies. I don't think it hurts us. Let's check the other. Maybe I should have done this before I spent a whole bunch of gold on it. But let's do the other entries. Okay, I don't believe that's true. Sometimes these entries are just silly or just jokes, and there's a YouTube video. I'm sure it's also very helpful. Although we're in the joke entries, usually once you get to jokes, the rest of them will just be jokes. Nope, the fourth one is actually useful. So we've got the useful one, 2 joke entries, and then a useful one again. Great. Okay. Sonic damage is 1d2 times 1d2 times 1d3 plus 1d3 plus 1. Well, I can definitely visualize how much damage that is. Multiplied by 2 if the sword screams, capped at the lesser of 16 or 30% of the monster's max HP, with a minimum of 1. Damage is then multiplied by your XL over 27 and or taken by your last action. Oh my god, okay. Alright, so I think what we learnt is that the sword does some amount of damage. We don't know how much. Alright. Let's see, where's our sword? Also, where's our noise meter? Oh, it is there. Okay, never mind. I was getting thrown off by the gold being there instead of piety. It just made me lose perspective of the whole menu up there. Okay, so it's not yelling at these random easy monsters. Cyclops is yellow. It's not yelling at that either. Okay, step around the corner again. The reason I didn't do it yet is because I was much more afraid of Cyclops' large rocks than Centaur bows. So if I stepped around the corner to get away from the Centaur, the Cyclops could have started throwing down. Let's identify. The singing sword tells you the story of its previous owner's misfortune. Why aren't we picking up the scroll of identify? We cannot carry that many items. Okay, I understand now. Let's drop our scimitar. And we'll identify. We have a wand of paralysis already identified with 8 charges on it. So I don't really feel pushed to identify enslavement or confusion. Also, let's drop polymorph because paralysis will do much the same thing. And let's identify potions then. Invis, that's a very nice one to have. Okay, here's an ugly thing. That's kind of scary. We have no RC. The white ones do quite a lot of cold damage. This is a time where it will be worth to poison him. And as he gets closer, which is now, actually, I think let's just hop back. I was going to say we could try to confuse him now. He got shafted, did he? Oh no, that's just our blink tower. Okay, never mind. It's actually nearly just poisoned to death, maybe. Still, let's confusion. It's not worth it. Yep, got him. A singing sword has not been singing yet. Okay, I guess you need more enemies. Although it did just hum in delight. Oh man, these guys are gonna be a massive pain. Because they're gonna walk away from us, but we're slow, so we can't effectively chase them. This is actually a nightmare. Oh man, we cannot. These guys are like the absolute counter to our character. Wow. Okay. I wonder if I've seen a vault like this with lots of red devils where one of them had a demon trident. Not that we'd switch to a demon trident now, but okay, doesn't look like it. Fruits. I'm just gonna eat those to get the inventory space. And golden potion. It's cancellation. How are we going for gold? 1,000. Okay. And we do have swamp, so at some point we're gonna have to deal with hydras. So I think once we get to, I don't know, 1800 or so again, we will fund another shop. Speaking of hydras, can we frenzy this guy? And if we can he kill Hydra? I'm gonna say no. But we can try, damn it. He's actually doing it. He has a staff of poison. Okay, he's actually killing the Hydra. Never mind, he's not. Hydra's nearly dead though. Do we have any good attack ones? Not really. Our chance of paralysis is 15%. We have a dagger of protection. Is that wise? I'm gonna say no. But then we're leaving it on the floor. We have a wand of flame. We could try some attack ones. Let's hop away. I'm just gonna spend all our wands of flame on him. It's empty. We just need to hit him a little bit more. With the dagger of protection, we would have 37 AC, which is pretty good. Maybe we'll just try. Oh wait, we have javelins. Of course. Okay, never mind. Yeah, we can kill the Hydra easily. I forgot about those completely. I keep thinking of our throwing skill just as blowgun skill, but really it actually is throwing. So there you go. Speaking of which, we just got it to 10. I think we turn it off for now. That's the point that our blowgun is now at min delay. Maybe we'll keep training it at some point in the future, but for now I'd like to get some dodging up. Gotta get that riposte value, you know? No, not really. Don't worry too much about riposte. How come my sword doesn't sing? Don't know. New potion. Alright, so that's it for this floor. We could start doing D13, or we could go do less 6. Not sure, but I'm gonna leave it for there now. So join me next time. We'll do some combination of layer 6, some combination of finishing the dungeon, and hopefully finding some sort of way of dealing with hydras so we can do swamp. Though maybe we'll do spider first because of our blowgun. I don't know. I'll think about it. See you later.